If you have to create any application, small or enterprise level application inside Palantir Foundry, then what will be the steps, what will be the architecture that you are going to follow, how you will be taking the data, and how will you will be creating the application and other things, what will be following. So in this video I'm going to cover these topics only. So hey, hi, my name is Aditya, and in this video I'm going to cover on these topics only. So let me start with first giving an overview of how things work. So the first thing, if you have to start creating an application inside Palantir Foundry, so the most important thing is the data source. So definitely you will have some data sources, like it can be database, it can be some APIs, it can be logs of application, or if you are using any cloud, then definitely you will be taking data from that. For example, if it is AWS, then S3 you will be taking, or RTS it can be. So the most important thing is the data. The second important thing is the data connection. So data connection is the application inside Palantir Foundry. So basically it this using this data connection, you connect the Palantir Foundry to databases or APIs or any kind of data source. And once you have connected the data, now you have to create some ETL or ELT pipelines or some functions to transform the data. For this you will be going to use code repositories, code repo. So basically you will be going to write some functions to transform the data. For this you can use Python, TypeScript, or Java. In which language you are more comfortable, you can independently choose that language. And once you transform the data, so definitely there will be multiple sources of data that will be coming. So for that you will be using, there is another application called Pipeline Builder. So basically this connects all to create all the data pipeline. And also it is used for data lineage. So you will be connecting all the data sources using this pipeline builder, and creating a final data set output of that data. And once this data is ready, once master data is ready, then now we will be moving towards to ontology. So basically we can have multiple application layers, but in this video, if someone is a beginner and wanted to create a new application using this Palantir Foundry for assignment purpose, or it can be some learning purpose, so what will be the steps that I'm covering only. So that comes to the ontology layer. So how it works, ontology, it has three things actually: object types, then link types, then action types. So basically ontology is a kind of semantic layer of data connection, I can say. Let me give a brief. So object types are a kind of data set uh, which has multiple things, how the data is connected to one data lineage, and you have a lot of things that we will be covering in upcoming videos. And link types is basically how one data set or object type is connected to another object type, and these kind of all properties this link type is covering, as it has a name of link only, so it is linking all the object types. And action types is basically, I can say, if you are changing any value in one data set, so how it will be reflecting to another data set, these kind of things are in the action. It is, you can also say it as a backend system, backend system. For example, if any application is full stack application, you are working, it has front end, it has back end. So in the back end you will be connecting it with the data set, some databases, and some APIs will be working. So you don't need to design all these things, you just need to design these things and it will be working with all the things. And once your ontology is ready, then the time is to create an application. For the application, you can use workshop or slate. So I'm not writing the slate name, so just we can use workshop to create the user interface. You can use wizards that are available slash, if you wanted to use React to create some custom wizard, you can do that, something like that. So this is a basic overview, and let's try to create an architecture, a basic overview how folders will be there. Just let me create a new project. So basically name, what will be the name? I'm just writing a name. And now name of the application. So I'm just writing testing application. We can give any description to it, and writing first name before any application or anything. So this is a hierarchy used inside Palantir. So I'll also suggest you to create something like this. So this is the folder inside your application, what will be the name, and there will be multiple folders inside that. So first I'm just creating a data. Inside the data there can be multiple folders. One can be the raw data, another can be a master data, a transform data. There can be multiple layers of the data itself. And after that, once that data is done, then you need to create ontology. And inside ontology you will be working with object types. So basically from the master dataset you will be creating these object types and link types. And action types. So these are the basic ontology terms, and once you are done with data and ontology, then you will be working with code repositories. And final application. So if I'll give you an example of how it will be working. So this is the raw data. If I'll open, you can just import a data set here like this. Once your data set you have imported, then you don't need to use this master data. You can just take a RID of that. That is a kind of location. You have imported raw data, then you will be here in code repositories. You will be working with the code repositories using this one, and you will be just doing your transformation, whatever the things is required. You got an idea of data, and that data will be going to save inside the master data. This is the data, this is the code repositories, and ontology. Inside ontology means object type. So you will be creating some object types. I'm just giving a brief that okay, so for these you need to directly jump on this using command and gen. Go in the ontology manager and take these and create object type, action type, and all these things. And once your ontology is done, then inside this workshop, just import a workshop, this workshop module, and you can create the final application here. So this is a basic overview of basic architecture of any Palantir Foundry application, and in upcoming videos I will be creating a full-fledged application using this way, this method, and covering all the points of data connection, data transformation, ontology creation, each part of that, object type, link type, action type, and then final application creation. And we will try to cover like some of the fundamental questions that nowadays arises, like a raw level and column level securities. So we will be covering these points as well. And thank you for watching this video.